This is a Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, coming to you from the Whiskey A Go-Go in beautiful Hollywood, California, for the Rock Against MS benefit concert in honor of Penny Maglieri, with John Easdale, lead vocalist for Dramarama. The man, the myth, the legend, the Dramarama man, John Easdale.
Wow, thank you for that. I should bring you everywhere we go to introduce the band, or even just when I walk into a room, you could give me that kind of an introduction. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, John. What is important about Rock Against MS?
Anytime I can play and be contributive in some ways is always very gratifying and tremendous pleasure. Multiple sclerosis, I know a lot of people who are affected by it. Every penny helps.
So how did you get connected with the Rock Against MS benefit?
We were contacted by a lovely and talented young lady named Nancy, who is the president and founder of Rock Against MS. She's the driving force.
You're a New Jersey boy.
Yes, I am. You've done your research, sir.
When you were growing up in New Jersey, who was bigger, the Misfits, Springsteen, or Bon Jovi?
Oh, Springsteen was, Billy Joel was probably bigger than any of them, to be honest. But Springsteen was pretty big, and especially among musicians. There was a lot of guys who came out and tried to write songs that sound like Bruce,
You put together Dramarama in New Jersey.
We started the band in the basement of a record store in Wayne, New Jersey, and it was myself and the two guitar players, Peter and Mark, and Chris, the bass player, and we and that was we just played music for fun, and that was back in 1982.
As young kids starting Dramarama, did you have champagne wishes and caviar dreams?
No, not at all. We just we were just playing the music that we like, because like you were saying, Billy Joel and Bruce Springsteen was on the radio, and MTV was playing what MTV was playing. We played more in the studio than we did on stage for the first few years. We were kind of green when we came out here.
Somehow Rodney Bingenheimer hears anything.
He bought the record. We put an album out on a label in France called New Rose Records. We put out our own records, and then they licensed our music for an album, and Rodney bought it at a record store in Pasadena called Poobah's, and he just started playing it, and he thought we were from France, actually, because the label was from France, but then we found out, and we were in New Jersey, and then the radio station started playing it like all day and all night. So we moved out here.
What inspired the song Anything?
That was from a teenage wedding that did not survive. My teenage wedding. Well, I was probably like 21 or 22, and she was like, we got married like the day she turned 18 and could sign the papers. It was a mistake. We quickly moved into a one-room, like a studio apartment about as big as between us and the camera, just downstairs from the rest of the band, which I don't recommend.
You were brave.
Well, yeah, courageous perhaps, but foolhardy.
Hey, Matt Pinfield. Matt Pinfield's here.
Matty!
How you doing?
Come Blair out with Blairing Out with
Matt,
the Eric Blair show.
You know more than I do.
That's great. How you doing? I
Good.
want to say hi real quick.
Okay.
So I love Johnny.
Matt Pinfield just stepped in here. The
Nice.
man, the myth, the legend, Matt.
Yeah, well, Johnny is one of my favorite people in the world, and I love Dramarama. I've been a huge fan from the early days. Really straight on.
To 1983.
1983, yeah. I had him on my college radio show when the first EP came out.
Yes, indeed, and we put your name on our record, and
Yeah, they put my name on Cinema Verite, which was mind-blowing. There were only 6 names on there, and I was so grateful. It's one of my favorite albums of all time.
only 40 years.
Can you believe it's 40 years already? I don't know. I feel good. I'm alive and well.
No, you put the picture up in the back with Dorian Gray. Your picture all of a sudden is getting old instead of you.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is it's the giving up the drinking and all the other shit that it's definitely making me feel a hell of a lot better.
You look incredible.
And just the music. It's all about the music.
Yeah.
Sorry, we took over your show.
But we love it, Eric, and it's cool. Rock Against MS is so cool. It's such a great cause. One of my very close friends, is dealing with MS, a guy that I love very much who's back in Jersey. And, my brother's been suffering with Parkinson's really badly. So there's a lot of stuff happening. So anytime I can come and pay for tickets to come to a show that that is raising some money, and also to bring some attention to it is so important. So I love hanging out, and I love John Easdale.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
What inspired the song Anything?
About the lyrics, did they relate back to that situation where you got married too young?
Oh, well, yeah, no, that was an event. Those events took place. Our father came over with a gun, actually. I leave that part out of the song. But yeah, no, I got wasted. He got mad. All that part, that's like note for note, word for word, true story. That's just one night, one fabulous night.
And let's give Rodney on the Rock a shout out, because that guy injected power into your career.
Rodney Bingenheimer. If not for Rodney Bingenheimer, I wouldn't be here today, and I love him with all my heart.
The Blairing Out Show.